in the last stream chat, we set up a little bit of a monstrous creation over here. We had a piece of mechanical dirt that was being pumped full of liquid meat from our mob slaughter factory, and that mechanical dirt was spawning mobs. Those mobs were then being killed by the mob slaughter factory, thus producing more liquid dirt, or liquid meat even, and that liquid meat was then being pumped back around, of course, to the mechanical dirt, creating an endless cycle of mobs and liquid meat, with the byproduct of creating excess pink slime. Now, I'm sure that you will all be happy to know that I have moved said setup between streams. It is now no longer here, and I have tidied it up ever so slightly and moved it into the volcano. I've also gone ahead and moved the oil processing setup over to here. We had like another pool of oil here previously. I've since picked that up and processed it. We do have a tank full of oil here, which if we wanted to, we could go ahead and also process, which I think is probably definitely worth it if we do something like this and like this. I do also need to drink some milk as we have just been invaded, and I do now have the bad omen debuff, but that should do the same as it did before. It's going to send the diesel up into this tank. We now have 2 tanks full of diesel for a total of 56 buckets worth over here, plus a couple of extra buckets worth up there. And then, of course, all of the ethylene goes over here, gets turned into polyethylene, and then produces those plastic pellets that we can then use to make plastic for our machines. Because, chat, if you look in the top left, we have quite a few machines that I would like to craft in today's stream, including, hopefully, our very first, like, basic refined storage setup. Ideally, I think we can get this done today. I think we have all of the tools required. Let me go and quickly grab a bucket and let me see if I can't find one of our local cows. They did all either escape or die in the last stream, which is less than ideal and does make it ever so slightly more difficult for me to actually find a bucket of milk here. But I don't think it should be too difficult. There are usually quite a few over near the village over here. Oh, no, I'm an idiot, chat. What's the deal here? I've not done this before. I should have known the whole reason that you don't go, that I need the bucket is so that if I go to a village while I have the bad omen, then a raid begins. I mean, how hard could it be, right? Hi guys, how's it going? We can be friends. We can be friends. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you don't want to be friends, that's fine. But, you know, we can be friends. You don't want to be friends? All right. The jetpack and the lack of fall damage does make this ever so slightly easier, which is always nice, because you can just do a few aerial attacks, and they don't stand a chance. I'm going to just, like, eat some potatoes up here, if you don't mind. You guys don't have game sound? Oh, no, you don't. I do see that. Apologies, chat. I will try and... There we go. Okay, hopefully you should... There we go. Chat, like, it's not even... Look at that. I'm the hero of the village. For now, forever. I'm always the hero of the village. Perfect. Hello, fellow villagers. If you're still alive, I am your hero. Anyway, not how I intended to start today's stream, but let's head back real quick. So I have done, chat, a little bit. Well, now that we got that taken care of, I have done a little bit of work between streams. Of course, moving the setup that we had over here, and I've temporarily added. Well, I say temporarily. I've added a new floor. The method of getting up to the new floor is temporary. I'm hoping to have like an actual elevator at some point, but the elevator does require ender pearls, and if we want to get 2 of them, which we would need to get to an upper floor, we would need 2 ender pearls, and as of right now, we do not have any. But temporarily, I have this new room up here with mob slaughter factory, mechanical dirt, and basically the same setup that we had before. You'll see right now we do have 28 buckets worth of liquid meat in this old tank here, but we also have over 11 buckets worth of pink slime in this tank. Currently, I have the meat auto pushing out on the left side and the pink slime auto pushing out on the right side. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, chat, we could probably upgrade this tank fairly easily. It does require a few of those reinforced alloys, and I'm not quite sure if we have any of those lying around. We have 2. I think we need 4 if I want to upgrade this to be able to hold 56 buckets worth. We do indeed. Now, I also do think, though, that should not be too difficult for us. We've got 20 diamonds here, but I also have left the old digital miner running over in the distance. And so we should go and check that out real quick and see if we don't have even more waiting for us, especially now that they're being mined in all forms, so we can even then process them into yet more diamonds. Oh, hello. I think you forgot a chest, Gus. Why, thank you, Gus. I guess I did. They would have stored up in here anyway, but now we have even more because of the fact that they could output to the chest. You've got 5,500 blocks left. That's fine. Power's still being drawn in. That's A-okay. But yeah, we've got 10 more diamond ore here. How many diamonds do we get per diamond ore? We get 2 if we enrich it, but we get possibly 3 if we crush it. So crushing it definitely seems like the way to go with the diamond ore there. And we've also got a ton of other stuff as well, which is very nice. I will take some of this redstone as well, because redstone, of course, being one of those resources that we seem to use endlessly. And I will also take the tungsten as well, because if we are going to get into any refined storage, we do, of course, need to have at least a couple of ingots worth of tungsten. Make a brewing stand and make a cleric villager to get ender pearls while you got a good deal. Does that work? Let me throw this in the old crusher over here. So, like, do I... Oh, it's a different crusher, chat. It's this. We don't have the crusher. Is it not this? They're not interchangeable? Oh, they're not. So that's the crusher from Silent Mechanisms. In that case, I'm probably just going to run those through the old enrichment chamber there. The extra 10% chance is not going to be crazy high. Yes. Do we have... We still have a blaze rod spare, right? We do. I mean, I'll try it, chat. Brewing... stand. People keep recommending to Nick and I in our vanilla series that we do villager trading. And so, I mean, I'm all for it. So the suggestion was to make a brewing stand and make a cleric villager to get ender pearls. Hello, my friend. So if I just put like a brewing stand down near this guy, is he gonna... Are you gonna change profession? Oh, he has. All right. Hello. So, rotten flesh, ender pearls. It'll give me... These seem like terrible deals, chat. I mean, we're getting a discount on the rotten flesh to leather, or rotten flesh to emerald conversion there. Do I need to, like, give him enough rotten flesh to level him up? Hello, my friend. I would like some emeralds. I would like even more emeralds, please. Could you provide me with yet more emeralds? And then I will take this horrendous deal. Simply, look, he loves it. I don't blame him as well. Like, he's freaking raking me over the coals here. Jeez. Okay, so he's leveled up again. Like, now he wants... I mean, maybe we could level this guy up quite fast, though, chat. Like, we have gold, right? I think we've got a fair bit of gold. He loves you. He gave you lapis. Oh, he did give me lapis. Look at that. I'm going to quickly go and grab some of the gold ore out of our digital miner and begin processing that, because I think we have about 2 stacks back at home. But, of course, if we can, get even more processing, that would be even better. I did do some more ore processing chat between streams, and we just now have, just a ton of stuff in here. I think we also, I did also fill up my strainers as well, so we have a little bit more gold in that chest as well. My jetpack fuel is rather low. I should bear that in mind for when I head back. I do not take fall damage thanks to these free runners here, so it's not a terrible, it's not the end of the world if I do, fall out of the sky. I would like some of your finest emeralds. So does his trades change like instantly, or you give me a 1-for-1? You madman! You absolute mad! You lunatic! That's a great trade. I know, right? 5 emeralds for 1 ender pearl. Close inventory until he sparkles. Oh, he did just sparkle, and now he's ready to trade some more. He's had enough of this trade, though. Rabbit's foot. I can give him 2 emeralds for some glowstone, or 1 emerald for some lapis. I mean, I'm glad I got a few out of him while I could. Is he, he's not leveling up anymore, though. Do I have to wait? Or is he just like going, oh no, he's there, he's expert. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, chat, we've done it. He is an expert. Please, my friend, give me as many ender pearls as you are willing to trade. They're getting discounted, chat. They're getting discounted. You'll trade me 1 emerald for 6 glass bottles? You are a fool, my friend. I wish you were still doing this trade, the 1-for-1 trade. I really want all of those. 7 ender pearls, though, is real nice. I'm going to go home and get some glass bottles. I'll be back. Don't you dare change your prices. Because I want to trade glass for emeralds and then emeralds for ender pearls. All right? Oh yeah, we could make a mob imprisonment tool and bring him back. Ooh, I like your thinking, Chad. We don't have a mob imprisonment tool, and I don't think we have the gas tier required for it. But if we can go and get a gas tier real quick, we could bring this guy back and kind of just hoard him away somewhere. That would be a very good idea, especially if he is going to provide us with ender pearls. That's very nice indeed. So I think once we've, you know, depleted his trades for the day, I think we'll head through to the nether and see if we can't get a gas tier. My friend, if you could stay... Does it matter that he's wandering away from his brewing stand? Hello, my friend. I would like as many of these as you will give me. 14. Don't mind if I do. And then the same is true here. 19. And then I assume we're going to run out of these as well. We're not, but 15 ender pearls. Don't mind if I do. We can also go get some, like, nether one maybe, chat, as well. That would be rather interesting. The bottle o enchanting is... Oh, my goodness, chat. This is actually, potentially, the best villager that we could possibly have. Because, chat, one of the things that I was going to do in today's stream that maybe we don't have to do is I was going to set up a cow farm. A rabbit farm might not be a bad idea, though, because he is trading rabbit's feet as well. However, I'm going to head through to the nether chat and see if we can't find a ghast. My plan... Why aren't you taking him home? I am. I need to go and get a mob imprisonment tool if I can take him home, though, right? So I need to go get a ghast here and then come back. The XP trading seems very good because one of the things that we're going to need is essence. This stuff right here. You use it to make the processor binding to get into refined storage. Now, the way that the pack recommends you get essence, and I should have done slash home, yes. Let me check if I have a ghast here first, and then I'll head through to the nether. But the way that the pack... We have a ghast here, chat. Okay. And we have plastic? We have plastic. Chat. Let's go get it. So the way that the pack recommends you get essence is via the sewer, which is this guy right here. And essentially you get essence by collecting experience in a sewer. So you have to, like, perform a task that drops those little experience balls and then not be close enough so that the sewer can pick it up instead of you, right? The easiest way I think to do this is with the animal breeding. So you can set up like an automatic animal farm with, we can auto grow wheat and then use like an animal feeder to automatically breed some cows. Breeding cows drops XP. The XP is collected by the sewer, and that sewer then turns that XP into essence. However, what we can also do is we can just make a sewer and throw bottles of enchanting at that sewer. And if we do that, we get the essence. There we go. We get the essence without having to do all of the automation required for the cow breeding. We don't have to automate wheat. We don't have to automate the separating of like baby cows from adult cows. We don't have to automate the breeding. There's so many machines that we don't have to make. So I think that might definitely be worth it, chat. We save on making a few of these machines, and they are pretty expensive machines. So it's quite possible that we can just get away with the old with this villager doing all the work for us. I think all we need to do is just... I'm going to put him, like, directly, like, symmetrical to this. So if we just do... We're going to put him, like, here. The downside to the boots I have is they do give me auto jump as well, which is not... Or step assist, whatever you want to call it. Which is less than ideal. But yeah, here we go. If you want to just, like, sit right about there, my friend, and don't forget the old ye olde brewing stand. I assume that's close enough for you to still, get your learning done. All right. Perfect. Oh, he has the path to the brewing? Okay. In that case, then, we can just do something like this and have him, like, just dig out a little hole behind him for the brewing stand. Here you go, my friend. So you can continue to practice your craft. There you go. All right. Is that going to work? I think that's going to work, right? He can get to the brewing stand now, so hopefully he's going to continue to offer me excellent trades. All right. Let me clear my inventory a bit here, chat. We've got a lot of stuff on us that we don't need to be carrying around all the time. This mob imprisonment tool is going to be a lot easier. It's going to make life a lot easier for us, like, moving things around going forward as well, which is real nice. 15 ender pearls is super nice, and it even, chat, makes it possible for us to get ourselves some elevators. If we go and grab some more wool, shear some sheep, we can make 2 elevators. We can actually, like, go up and down in our base without having to fly, which would be very nice. So basically, elevator. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of those. Fantastic. And these are pretty simple machines. We'll put like 1 here. I kind of wanted to put it a bit further back. I wanted to put it like here, but this room above us is not that big. So I think where I've put it there is probably, yeah, about right. And then we can just put 1 elevator here and 1 elevator there, and then we can just, look at that. We can get up and down nice and easily. Beautiful. We don't have to have a hole in the floor either. Very nice, very nice. Okay. My friend here is once again ready to trade. And so I will once again bombard him with gold and glass bottles until we have all of his wares. We do need to get some more coal in there. We actually have a ton of coal now, chat. This was from the first digital miner. I moved the chest from the original digital miner and moved everything back over into the base. Alas, we're not going to have that many glass bottles today. But that's okay. I think we should still be able to get a fair few bottles of enchanting. So I will take as many of those as you're willing to give me. And I will also take as many of those as you are willing to give me, which is apparently more than I currently have. And I think, chat, I want to buy the bottles of experience, the bottles of enchanting. A mob farm would be very nice as well, actually. I don't know how hard it is to farm rabbits. Netherwort is actually, I guess, also fairly easy to farm. I'll take 12 of those. We can, of course, get more ender pearls as and when we need them, but I think that the bottle of enchanting, or bottle of enchanting, is going to come in really useful today. So, let me see if we don't have what it takes, chat. First and foremost here, to make the sewer. The sewer is 2 plastic, 4 brick, 1 iron gear, 1 pity machine frame, and 1 bucket. Do we have brick? We do not, but we should have clay. We do. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and smelt some of that up. We could also do with maybe getting like a faster furnace, chat. We do have this electric furnace, actually, now that I think about it, that we should maybe almost certainly be using. And we did make this enriched diamond for a reason. The reason we made the enriched diamond, chat, of course, is because I was looking to upgrade the tank upstairs so that we could hold more liquid meat before I got fully thrown off course by the Twitch chat, who had the fantastic idea of utilizing the villages. So that's enough of that. Getting ourselves an iron gear shouldn't be too difficult either. Beautiful. The hardest part, of course, is going to be getting another one of those pity machine frames. So for that, we need some purple alloy ingot, which I did make between streams. We have 4 of them in here. I made these with gold and tessitite using this recipe. Much like redstone, you can put tessitite ore into the enrichment chamber to get 5 tessitite. So that's nice. A nice way to get quite a bit of it. Compressed iron we might already have. We do. Fantastic. And we can always make more as well because we do have quite a bit of refined iron lying around that we can compress up nice and easily. So really, chat, we just need the ultimate control circuit, which does require 2 more of these atomic alloys. I think we can definitely make one of these right away. We can indeed. And then making the atomic alloys, again, isn't too bad. It does require that we get the old obsidian dust again. But I do believe we have obsidian. We even have it in dust form. And we can throw that through the old enrichment chamber twice. Or through the metallurgical infuser and then through the enrichment chamber. And then use it to actually make these. Yes, okay. And once both of those are done, chat, we should have, I think, everything it takes to make the machine frame. So we'll start with the ultimate circuit, and then we'll go ahead, and I think we've got everything else. We might have to make the plastic. We might also have to make the plastic sheets to make the plastic, but we do definitely have the pellets, and we should actually also have some more pellets lying around outside, but that gets us a new pity machine frame, and then from there, chat, I think that we should be able to make our sewer fairly easily. Again, 2 more plastic is required there. And I also think we might be missing a bucket. But there we go. Nice. So the idea here, chat, is that what I'm going to do... I don't know if the sewer needs power. Let me check something real quick. If I drop this down, it does need power. Okay. In that case, chat, I'm going to move this a little closer to our wind farm. I'm going to put it like right about here. I know that we have more basic universal cable. We do. And we should have some more pellets in there as well. Fantastic. We've still got quite a lot of polyethylene, so quite a bit more plastic coming as well. So the idea here, chat, is that if we just throw the bottles of enchanting at the sewer, it should collect those experience balls and turn them into essence. Look at that. We have 100 millibuckets of essence. And that, chat, is how you get the essence required for the binding. This guy right here. We need 500 millibuckets per 16 processor binding. So presumably that's 5 bottles of enchanting. Or unless these are random, which they quite well might be. I'm not quite sure how that works. Now, we should also potentially, you'll notice it's not picked up that experience ball there. It's probably a decent idea, before we start throwing all these down, to look at maybe getting a range add-on to boost the range just a little bit so it can pick up more of the XP. Like right now, it's not going to get that. And if we show its range, it just, oh, we could have maybe like lured it over. But right now, it's only showing, or only collecting experience from the block on top of it, which is less than ideal. So for a range add-on, they all require latex, and you make latex by dropping a plastic sheet into water. Now, I think this was bugged previously, but I have been informed that it is no longer bugged. So let me test this theory. Let me just temporarily check. Do something like this. And then if we just throw our plastic in there, latex. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we should be able to make a range upgrade, I think, fairly easily here. I think, chat, for now, if we just go with like maybe like a tier 4 range add-on with the iron, 2 glass panes, 2 redstone, and some iron here, that should be fine. So we'll drop our latex into there. And then let's grab some iron nuggets. We need 4. And then 2 redstone. We've already got the 1, we'll grab 1 more. And then I think we might already have glass panes. We don't, but we can go ahead and make some more with the glass that we've been smelting up over here for our villager friend. Fantastic. And so back over here, we should be able to go, I think. So redstone, redstone, glass pane, nuggets, 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 nuggets. And in approximately 8 seconds, chat, we should be good to go. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm hoping that range there is kind of big enough to where it collects all of the experience. We could have gone even bigger, of course, but I don't know if we necessarily needed to. Like, this already seems quite, more than large enough for experience cubes. I don't think they're going to quite go that far. Yeah, there we go. Now they're being collected. Okay, so I'm going to put basically like all of these in here. Let that all get collected up. I'm waiting for that guy there to disappear. You gonna go? It's not full, is it? No. Oh, it's doing right. It has like a timer that it runs down. Right here. There we go. I think we're good to go. So we now have 1,540 millibuckets of essence, which means we can, in theory, make 48 of those binders right now, which is very nice indeed. It might even be more than we need. We could have stood on a tree, actually. Yeah, that would have made my life a lot easier if I just stood here and threw them, but we've also got the jetpack fuel, so there's not really a whole reason not to. We could have also used hover mode as well. That would have been much more sensible. Does the sewer collect XP from the player if you stand on it? Unfortunately not. That was one of the first things I tried as well. That would have been nice and easier. We wouldn't have had to go through the whole bottle of enchanting thing, but no, unfortunately, it does not. Like I said, one of the easiest ways to do it if you don't have the villager is just to breed mobs. If you breed 2 mobs, like in this area, they will drop experience cubes, or just do anything that would drop experience orbs, and if you don't pick them up, the sewer will collect them. So, I'm going to assume, chat, that I can grab the essence with a bucket out of that sewer. But before we do that, we first need to get pink slime, right? Because if we're going to make the binding, we need pink slime in its ball form with plastic. And pink slime in ball form is made with pink slime in the dissolution chamber with glass panes. So, ideally, we can grab a bucket of pink slime, throw that in over here. And in fact, I'm probably going to do 3 buckets of pink slime, because 3 buckets is 3,000 millibuckets, which divides nicely to 10 slime balls. That saves me having to break and replace the dissolution chamber, which I think is the only way to get like leftover liquid out of there. But you can't put more than 1 in at a time. That's unfortunate. Can we put speed upgrades into this? I don't think you can, right? Oh, you totally can. There are tier 1 and tier 2 speed add-ons. Alright, they require latex. These look very doable, chat, and in fact, I think I'll make both of those. Unfortunately, we are going to have to do, like, get this pink slime used up first. But as soon as we have these, we can go ahead and put some speed upgrades in to make this guy just a little bit faster. I don't know if I can just hopper this in, because I don't know if it's going to just fill them all in. I mean, I can try, but I have a feeling it might just input into the other slots. Right? Like, I think you can put glass in more than one slot here. Oh, no, you can't. Okay, in that case, then that might definitely work. And by might definitely work, I mean, just definitely will work. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, you can't put that in. You can't put more than one glass pane in at a time. I thought it might just fill in some of these other slots here. Oh my goodness, the power has gone. I don't know how much power this machine uses. I can't imagine it's that much. Oh, though, we're completely out of biofuel. I see, I see. We do have a little bit of biofuel over here. I'll get that thrown in there to hopefully get the power back up. We could definitely do as well. I did run power, by the way, up through the roof here. It's a little janky, but it does work. That's powering our mechanical dirt and our mob slaughter factory to get us that extra bit of pink slime. Speaking of pink slime, though, I think I'm going to temporarily dump this refined obsidian. It does pain me to waste that, but I do want to kind of bounce back to what I was going to do at the beginning of the stream, and that is upgrade our liquid meat tank, because I think right now we're not getting more pink slime because of the fact that, do these stack? Like they don't. I have to take that out as well. We do get water as a byproduct. Or maybe they do stack. Maybe it's just the lack of power that's causing us an issue there. But what I did want to do, chat, is upgrade the tank upstairs. So I think we have quite a few of the old alloys over here. We do. Let's get a few more of these. I'm going to let this keep running. We only need 4, I think, to upgrade the tank, but I feel like we might as well keep going. You can, of course, use the configurator here in wrench mode to pop these off nice and easily. And then down here, I think it's just 4 iron and 4 of these new advanced alloys to upgrade that to 56 buckets worth. And unfortunately, oh, that worked just fine. Okay, and you can do it without losing the liquid inside as well, by the way. I didn't know if that would work inside of our storage scanner, but it looks like it did work just fine. So now hopefully that will, yeah, there we go. Now it's emptying out, and we'll hopefully continue to do its thing. However, chat, it would appear that we need more power. Like our biofuel here is not getting the job done. Because it looks like, bizarrely, you need to have, like, if you don't have the whole amount of power in there. So it needs 12,000 RF to do the job. And we do only have 10,000 in the system here. Oh, no, that's... okay, I see. So this requires 12,000 redstone flux. We can get a buffer of 10,000. And I assume we could get like a buffer of an extra 2,000 in here, maybe. But most of our power right now, I assume, is being chewed up here. Yeah. So we are producing a surplus. And like, once this is filled up, I assume this will start to back up again. Yeah, and once this has got more than 2,000, at that point, I assume we could put one in and get one fairly easily, because then it's going to start pulling it from there. But we've already got the like amount of power needed in here. Okay, that makes sense. But it does definitely feel like we could probably do with a bit more power, chat. Is there an energy upgrade? Much like the speed upgrade. Again, I don't think so, but I was wrong about the speed upgrade as well. There are 2 efficiency upgrades, which I assume bring down the power usage. They do require blaze rods. 4 of them in total. But other than that, they don't seem that bad. And I know we do have at least 2 blaze rods. And we could probably get 2 more fairly easily, chat. Let's go see real quick if we can't get 2 more. First of all, let's dump some of our stuff so we don't lose it. But let's go see if we can't get 2 more blaze rods to hopefully make both of those upgrades. And in fact, chat, we do now have, as of the newest update to the pack, we do now have the cardboard box craftable with sawdust and a stone machine frame, which is not too bad. And the cardboard box would allow us to move a blaze spawner back to our base. But that's 2 more blaze rods, chat, which is really all we need. We can always come back and either just use the spawner or bring it back with us if we need more blaze rods in the future. For now, I'm fairly content, I think, just to take that with me. Although I am also quite tempted to look at upgrading our sword here with a blaze tool rod, because it does give us 1.4x multiplier on the durability, as well as a harvest speed upgrade, which is not really too useful. It does bring our attack speed down, but it does multiply our attack damage by 1.3. So it takes us from 16.32 up to 18.12. And the attack speed negative is not super bad. I think I'm going to do it, chat. I think I'm going to upgrade that. We got our bum back, which is lovely. And I think I'm going to grab one more blaze rod here. There we go. So I believe, chat, that we are now good. We have all of the pink slime that we can get out of that pink slime liquid. And so now what we can do is we can go and if we grab a bucket, we can pull some of the essence out of our sewer, stick it in the dissolution chamber with the slime, and I think it's yet more glass panes, right? Let me check that, though. Oh, it's plastic, of course. And we are still making plastic over here, so I'll grab those. We are now out of oil around us, so if we want to make even more, like, the amount of plastic that we have in our inventory and in our base is kind of the amount of plastic that we're going to have until we go and find more now, because we are fresh out of local oil. But I think that's fine. So we'll throw you in here. We'll put in a slime ball. We'll put in a plastic sheet. And that should get us, chat, our first 16 bindings. It is going to take 22 seconds. And I am now realizing the whole reason we went to the nether is to get these blaze rods that I've not used. All right, so we don't have enough power to do this, unfortunately. Let me check the power recipe here. So this requires 30,000 redstone flux. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know how much power this uses per tick. I think what I might do, chat, temporarily, is steal the wireless power that's currently being used over here and bring that home, because I think this should allow us to, this will hopefully provide enough redstone flux per tick to push us over the edge. So if we just put that there and then put the card in, that is hopefully going to provide power. I believe all of that is set to output. It is. And so now if we do the same again with the pink slime, not like that. If we do the pink slime and the plastic, hopefully this time around, we should be fine. Yeah, we've got 500,000 redstone flux up in this dimensional cell here. Yeah, that's more than fine. And there we go. That's our first 16. Then we'll do one more here to get all of the essence out of the dissolution chamber there. And then at that point, chat, I don't think it's going to be too bad at all for us to actually start working on refined storage. Now, we do need a lot of quartz enriched iron. Let me real quick check how much nether quartz we have. We have 7. We're definitely going to have to go and get some more nether quartz. The way that you make the quartz enriched iron in this pack is with refined iron ingots and nether quartz. Thankfully, we do have refined iron ingots in here. And we have a couple of nether quartz. So we can go and get this started here. But I think we might definitely need more than what we currently have. So we've got 28 quartz enriched iron. How much do we need here? We need 4. We do need some bismuth brass, but that seems easy enough. We do need a few blocks of quartz enriched iron. We need at least 3, and that's 27 in and of itself. So yeah, we're definitely going to need some more nether quartz, chat. And so I'm going to sleep, and then let's head through to the nether and see if we can't get like a decent amount of nether quartz. Use a digital miner to get nether quartz. Now that's an idea, right? So chat is telling me that we can hook up more than one dimensional cell into the network, if that makes sense. So we can have the one-dimensional cell up in the sky generating redstone flux from our wind turbines or wind generators, and then we can have multiple dimensional cells distributing that power elsewhere. So if we were going to do that, we'd need another simple dimensional cell here, which of course is a little bit of a pain to make, but I think we have mostly everything. I'm fairly certain I have the red alloy that I do. Is it really the infused alloy that I'm missing out on? It looks like it is. That's fine. We can make more of that fairly easily with some iron and some redstone. And in fact, we might already have some in here. We do indeed. Fantastic. So that's a circuit board taken care of. And then we do need 4 blocks of redstone. But again, we do now have a much better source of redstone than we did the last time we tried to do this. The blue doped wafers are silicon and teslatite, and then the blue alloy is silver and teslatite as well. So we'll grab the wafers, we'll grab some silver. We will, I think, head on over to our digital miner to grab some teslatite ore and quickly run that through the old enrichment chamber. to get a bunch more Tesla-type dust. And then ideally, chat, what we can do is we can put down the new symbol dimensional cell next to our digital miner, so that we always have power being sent both to this guy and also over to the one, also over to our base as well. Now, the benefit of this is that chat has recommended that I move temporarily the digital miner over into the nether and specify that we want to get nether quartz. And at that point, it should scan the nether and just pull out all that nether quartz for us. All right, so I think, chat, we have everything it takes to make the machine frame. We do indeed. And then from there, we can, of course, go ahead and make the actual dimensional cell itself. As for the power card, I think we also have everything it takes to make that. So, if I'm not mistaken, I put the power card, I think, through the other machine, like the one that's up in the sky, not that one. So if you're currently set to link 1, if I put you in here, that's also link 1. And so ideally, chat, now if we put this down again next to the old digital miner and stick in the link card, that fills it with power. Fantastic. We get that to output. And at that point, chat, I'm going to try the moving this to the nether theory, which is less of a theory and more just a solution. Like, I'm fairly certain it will work. So if we go put this in the nether, we should be able to get quite a bit of nether quartz without having to do much testing and searching for the nether quartz. I also don't think we really need to go that far away from our portal. I think we can put the miner down, like, right here. What Y level are we at? We're at Y level 85. So if we go to configure, I think 0 to 150 is fine. I think we could also leave it on just any ore as well. We could really focus it in on nether quartz if we wanted to, but I don't really know if there's much of a need to. I also think we can just put this down, like, right here and set it to output on all sides with the old card here. And at that point, I think we're good to go. This retains its energy upgrades, which is lovely. And yeah, there we go. It's mined its first bit of nether quartz ore there. I think nether quartz is mostly, like, the only ore about. We do, of course, get the odd bit of crimson steel, or crimson iron even, as well, which is not going to go amiss. I don't know how you ended up in here, my friend, but this is not a place for you. But for now, though, chat, I think, honestly, the 30 that we have, plus the 18 that we're going to get from these 3 ores here, is probably going to be enough. So while we wait for more of those to go, chat, let me unbookmark some of these other items that we're probably not going to make today now. And let's look at some of these other things we need. So we do need a fair bit of silicon. We also need some bismuth brass. We need some tungsten nuggets, and we need blocks of quartz-enriched iron. We need a fair bit of silicon. So let's get our wafers, which are actually in our inventory. Isaac, you fool. And let's also grab the old tank in here and go get some buckets of lava from the nether. At that point, we can start making silicon in our dissolution chamber again. Here we go. We don't need this much lava, I don't think. Like, each bit of silicon only requires 100 millibuckets. So each bucket that we get here, is 10 silicon. So we've got enough to make like 140 silicon right now, which is very nice indeed, and should hopefully be more than enough for a basic refined storage system. Let's not forget to sleep here. And then, let's see. So we will, I think for now I'm just going to put the tank down. I'll turn it off bucket mode so I don't put lava down in my base. And for now I'm just going to do it like this so I don't put in, like, too much lava. And then we'll just throw these wafers in one at a time like so. Let's check the power requirements real quick so we don't overdo it. It only requires 3,000, so I don't think we're at any risk of running out of power here. And in fact, let's put like a second bucket worth in there, and also I guess take out the bucket of water and use that for hydrogen. Yeah, we are getting water as a byproduct on most of these, but that's fine. Our quartz-enriched iron is done. We know that we need at least 3 blocks of quartz-enriched iron, but we also know that we need some tungsten nuggets. We have 1 tungsten ore here. I think I have a tungsten ingot, maybe? I thought I'd processed this. Oh, you can't enrich this? It just blasts? Interesting. I can smelt it, but I can't pre-process it. Okay, I think I have another one of those back at the digital miner chest. I'm going to go check that. I definitely had more than one. I say destroyed just because I don't have it. I thought, at least, I should say. Oh, no, it's in here, chat. Okay, so what I've not done, it's in here. I've not rescanned this area, and by that, I mean I've not added these new gold chests that I added between episodes to the system yet. There we go. So I do have tungsten. It's right there. All right, so that is 18 of those tungsten nuggets. And so I think we're pretty much there. Let me put some of these other ores in here as well and get those cooking up. I guess for now the coal ore can kind of just sit in here. That needs to be enriched, right? So, we have silicon. Perfect. If there's no fluid in there, they do just fill up around the outside. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know, though. It knows, like, what recipes it can make with what fluid it has inside. That's interesting. So, we'll start with the 3 machine casings. For that, we need 12 bismuth brass. And for that, we need 6 copper, 3 zinc, and 3 bismuth. So, 6 copper, 3 bismuth, and then 3 zinc. Throw all those into here. And that should hopefully fairly quickly get us the 12 bismuth brass that we're after. We then also need to make, oh gosh, we need so many processes. These are actually not too bad though, now that we have the process of binding and the silicon. These are actually fairly easy. So we'll take all of you and we'll start by making those 3 machine casings. Did I make the blocks of quartz-enriched iron? I did, they're just in here. So 1, 2, 3, fantastic. We'll then go ahead and book, well, how many of these do we need? So we need 1 advanced processor, 2 advanced processors, 3 advanced processors. So 3 advanced processors, we'll go ahead and make those first. 1, 2, 3. And then if we smelt those up, which we'll do in the electric furnace, I think it's faster. Maybe. We can make it faster. So that is those 3 taken care of. We then need 2 improved processors. We need 1 construction core. And we need 1 destruction core. None of those seem too difficult, chat. I think we're good to go. So let's see. We'll start with the controller. The controller seems easy enough. Boom. I did just drop it because my inventory is full. But we do have a controller there. Fantastic. We'll do the disk drive next because the disk drive is probably the second easiest part. Assuming we have a chest for it. Fantastic. And then finally, the crafting grid here requires a crafting table, the processor, and the grid. So we need the construction core. We have glowstone. We need the destruction core. We have another quartz. We can make ourselves a regular grid with regular glass, which we do have. And finally, chat, we can combine all that up into a crafting grid. Nice. So now we have that. What we can do is we could, for example, go ahead and... Well, also, before we... Actually, let's go ahead and make a 1K disk. So, there's an interesting conundrum now, chat, because the storage disks come in different tiers, right? So, tier 1 requires glass, redstone, quartz-enriched iron, and a 1K storage part, which is silicon, glass, redstone, and quartz-enriched iron. However, the 4K storage part requires these basic processors. So the 1K storage part doesn't require any processor binding. And the processor binding, of course, requires the essence, which makes them expensive. The 4K parts don't require, or they do require, I should say, processor binding. You need 4 to make a 4K disk, and then, you know, even more if you want to make the higher tier disks. So I do wonder if it's more beneficial just to make a bunch of 1K storage disks instead of making a 4K one. And maybe just fill out this here disk drive, which for now I might put... I'll put it here for now. We can always move it. But I think it might be worth just putting like 8 of those in here. Now, each one does hold 1,000 items. We might have more than 8,000 items. Potentially. So yeah, I think for now I'm going to make a couple of 1K drives. We do need a fair bit of silicon for that. And as of right now, we have 10. So I think it might not be a terrible idea for us to get even more wafers going in here. To just get a bit more silicon. So let's see. This does not look too bad whatsoever. As long as you replace the glass. Fantastic. And then at that point, chat, the actual disc itself is super easy to make. And so I think maybe once and for all, chat, I'm going to get rid of this guy. We'll use our wrench mode to pick that up. We'll throw our controller down on the power, and we'll throw our crafting grid right about there. And of course, put our 1K drive in for the time being, at which point, chat, we can finally dump all of our stuff into here and just be happy with the new refined storage system. But there we go. All of our stuff is now accessible inside of the crafting grid. I would like to make this auto-selected, and I would also like to make it bigger. And other than that, we're good to go. So we finally done it, chat. We finally have the basics of a refined storage system. We've got to the end of this quest here, which is very nice indeed. And so I think at this point, chat, we kind of have to just start looking at making the solar panels, right? And looking at getting the first tier of solar panels and working our way up. The final, quest in the pack is getting the highest tier of solar panel, that being this ultimate solar panel here. And obviously each solar panel requires 8 of the previous tier of solar panels, so there's quite a lot of crafting to do and quite a lot of auto crafting that we're going to do with refined storage. You see we need like osmium, lead, iron for the basic tiers, as well as glass, lapis, and iron nuggets. We have to auto craft all of those, auto craft steel, and then we also have to auto craft the redstone alloy nuggets, the bronze, and then this guy requires blazing crystals, so we are going to need, by the looks of it, a blaze spawner, but that's fine. We know how to make crimson iron, we've made it before, and we can bring a blaze spawner back to the overworld with a cardboard box to automate that. Refined glowstone ingots are glowstone and osmium. That seems not too bad. Energized glowstone is steel, or energized steel even is steel and electrum. That's not terrible either. Here things start getting a little dicey maybe. Oh no, we've got diamonds and amethyst. That's fine as well. HDPE pellets require quite the setup for mechanism, but it's very doable. Signalum is redstone, silver, and copper. That doesn't seem too bad. Here we have to automate those ender cores, or at least get quite a few of them to work with those. Enderium and lithium. I assume enderium is ender pearls, platinum, and lead. All right, that's fine. And then emeralds and malachite. I think our villager might come in very useful with these, depending on how many we need. Osmium crystals are made with mechanism as well. Lithium, glowstone, silver, and tin. This doesn't look, chat, too bad. Liquid DT fuel might be something. Looks like we have to set up a mechanism reactor to get that. I assume I've not done that before, but I assume that's where that comes from. And then a nitro crystal, which is ruby, nether stars, and crimson steel. But you get 16, and we only need like 1 to actually get that. So that's totally fine, chat. Totally fine. So that doesn't look... It's obviously like a lot of work and a lot of auto crafting, but none of that seems crazy difficult. So I think next stream, we do want to look at getting a better source of power. Many people have recommended that I look into the Powah mod and look at their reactors, which I think is probably what we'll look into doing. Because we do need quite a bit of power. Gosh, there are quite a few mobs out here, right? But that should not be too bad. We can also look at some point, fairly soon, I guess, going to the end. Now that we have basically a limitless supply of... I was going to say, basically a limitless supply of ender pearls, we can hopefully find an end portal using the old end compass. This guy right here, ender compass, and head on through, maybe set up an enderman farm there to get even more ender pearls if we wanted to, without having to trade. But yeah, with that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there.